Hello and welcome everybody. Today, my name is Matharu. I'm a community pharmacist and I'm also the Chief Officer of Bromley Bexley Greenwich Local Pharmaceutical Committee and Lewisham Lambeth Southwark Pharmaceutical Committee. And I also chair South East London CCG's GP-CPCS Task and Finish group, which incorporates all 6 boroughs and borough leads as we try to implement and embed GP-CPCS, which is a service which has been commissioned by NHS England as an advanced service for community pharmacy to integrate community pharmacy and general practice to shift those low acuity or minor ailment conditions from general practice into community pharmacy, thereby reducing the pressures on general practice that they're under at the moment. I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Sid Desmukh from Bexley, a leading light in Bexley, I may add. Sid, would you like to introduce yourself?
Lovely, thanks Raj. So hi everyone, I'm Sid Desmukh. I'm GP in Sidcup in Bexley and also one of the GP leads on the South East London CCG governing body. And I'm sort of delighted to be able to share with you the kind of real fairly simple process of doing a referral into the CPCS service. So just to give you a little bit of background, different practices we know work differently. Some of them at the moment are doing total triage, some of them take some basic information into their clinical records and then they're reviewed by the on-call doctor, etc. And particularly in our practice we use e-consult. Other practices may be using different systems. But essentially what I'm just going to show is how easy it is to actually refer into the CPCS. So I've got my dummy patient, Mickey Mouse, on the screen, so I'm just going to share my screen and talk you through it. Now before I actually do the referral, because I need to put a little bit of information into my referral for the pharmacist, and rather than have to type all over again, I'm just going to go here and I've just done an edit consultation and I've just highlighted that and done a Control-C. So I've copied that so I don't have to type it all again. And this is the most important button here, which says Patient Access Connect. So you click on that. When you click on that, you have an option, Create a Referral. So you click on Create Referral and the demographics are pulled from your clinical system. So you got the patient details, address, telephone numbers, etc., etc. And rather than type the couple of sentences here, I'm just going to do a Control-V, which saves me the typing again. And that information is in here, and that is the information that the pharmacist sees. What we don't have at the moment is the ability to attach anything to this referral. If that does come up in the future, then you could simply just attach maybe your e-consult PDF if you use e-consult or whatever system you use. But at the moment that's not possible. But you need to put just a little bit of information what this referral is about, and then you simply press on Continue. When you press on Continue, what the system does is it picks up the patient's postcode, which is DA146PU, and then shows you, in terms of proximity to that postcode, the names of different pharmacies who take part in this CPCS scheme. So for example, here we've got names of 3 pharmacists in terms of proximity, but then there's page 1, you can go on page 2, and then further pharmacists and page 3. So this is all in terms of distance from that particular postcode. So I would check with the patient, are you happy to go to St. John's Pharmacy or Aspar or Boots? And they might say, well, normally, no, I don't go to them. I normally go to Road Nice. So you can go to page 2 and select Road Nice. Once you've done that, then the details in terms of the pharmacy, telephone numbers, and their address and the opening hours will show up here. And at this point, you just need to click on Send Referral. Now, because if I do send it, this is actually going to go to the pharmacist. So I'm not actually sending it because this is just a demo, but it is as simple as that. At this point, you click on Send Referral and the referral has gone to the pharmacist. And we let the patient know that the pharmacist will be in touch with the patient. I'm just going to cross this off now, because obviously we're not.
Before you do that, Sid, could you
Yes,
do me
Raj.
a little favour and, instead of where the patient lives postcode, if you could just put a postcode, let's just say BR, they happen to be in Bromley, they're phoned
Yes.
up, and it's like BR4 0PX, and see what kind of pharmacies come out, just in case they're with family in Bromley and they're calling you. So that gives the patient an opportunity to go to a pharmacy in Bromley if they're having to visit there, or if they're working in Bromley and they've phoned up the surgery to say, no, I've got a sore throat. Can you help me? Can you refer me to a pharmacy? So the option is there. So that the database is built with all the pharmacies that have actually put forward and said, yes, I want to provide the community pharmacy consultation service. So thanks for that.
Yeah, lovely. No, thanks. Absolutely. You can see, and then the local pharmacies there in proximity to that particular postcode, they show up, and you select the one that the patient prefers, and you would click on send referral.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to cancel that, because obviously I don't want to send one with this is just a test patient. But the other thing that we do is, once we've done that, I would then also add a code in comment. If you type in refer CPCS, then SNOMED code, which is referral to CPCS, comes up, and I would just add that, and I would say in there, just so that it is clear for somebody looking in the records, I would say refer to XXX pharmacy, so that you can see that, so anyone looking at the records quickly knows that a referral has been done to so and so pharmacy, and I would simply save it, and that is it. But because, as I mentioned, you've got this code, so you could just write a search or run a search in your clinical system and looking for this code, and then you can see over the last week or last month or last quarter how many patients you referred into the CPCS. So is that helpful, Raj? And then I can stop sharing my screen.
Oh, absolutely. That's fantastic. That really has showed how quick and easy it is to actually refer into community pharmacy. And it's also highlighted how to enter that all-important code, because that's going to be important not only for the local incentive scheme that Cell CCG have got until 31st of March, but moving forward, the investment and impact fund incentive scheme as well. So it's really critical for that as well. Thank you very much, Sid. I'm very grateful for you to making some time out to show GP colleagues and also pharmacist colleagues how easy it is to do a GP-CPCS referral. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you, Raj. Thank you, Raj. And as I said, we've been doing it for a few weeks. It works very well. There was an initial feeling that we're going to get a lot of pushback, but that is actually not the case. A significant number of patients are happy to be referred, and they would get a phone call on the same day. So that's pretty good.
It's really good to hear. That's really good to hear, and we could do with GP advocates like yourself. And once again, thank you very much for taking time today.
You're more than welcome. Thanks, Raj.
Okay, what happens once a referral has been made? The community pharmacy will receive an email into their NHS shared email box. So it's very important that you have an active NHS shared email box and also an active Pharma Outcomes account. So once you get the referral, you'll get an email alerting you to the fact that there is a patient waiting in Pharma Outcomes for you. So this is what you'll see. This is Esther Harvey, who has a sprained ankle, and all the details are there for you to follow up. So you will take this patient into your consultation room and provide the necessary consultation for the patient. Now, this is an important distinction that I'm trying to make with commissioners and other healthcare practitioners between the difference between a referral and signposting. Referrals are that you actually take the patient and have a one-to-one consultation within the confines of your consultation room. It's private, and you take a brief patient history and come up with a care plan, which Pharma Outcomes has worked out for you already, so you don't have to do that for you. So ensure that you go through all the questions in Pharma Outcomes, most important of which is the red flags. And Pharma Outcomes has put the nice clinical knowledge summaries in there for you to see if there are any red flags that need to be considered for the patient. In most cases, it will be a straightforward consultation, which will end up either with advice or advice with a medication, an OTC sale, or you may need to signpost them onwards to a physiotherapist or a chiropractor, dentist, or other healthcare professional such as an optician. Post-event message, i.e. your consultation, once you've completed it, will go back into the GP system via outcomes via a secure mechanism. And this is what you'll see in your Pharma Outcomes account, that a GP notification form has been sent to the GP. This is what the form looks like. It's basically got the same details, patient details, consultation, and the outcomes based on what you've put in initially. So there are other things to help you. So patient access, if you click onto that link, will show you the whole journey from general practice into community pharmacy. We've also commissioned a training service which is available on that link for the surgery teams, and I've also shared that link where the pharmacy, I've also shared the pharmacy link with pharmacy teams.